Now with all the play-by-play action, Tyler Rowland.
Hey, good evening, sports fans. Tyler Rowland here, coming to you live from James A. Anderson Gymnasium. We are near the conclusion of the 70th annual Ashland Invitational Tournament. The Tomcats are getting ready to compete for third place, and I know not what everybody wants. Everyone wants to shoot for first, but it's going to be an interesting one because tonight they will compete against Simon Kenton. Simon Kenton, who's coached by Trent Steiner, and had the opportunity to talk to him today. A heck of a good guy. But Simon Kenton, a tough opponent. They're one that have won 10 of the last 11 against the Tomcats, including on a tip-in a couple years ago in the AIT. They've had some good games over the years, and we look forward to seeing them here tonight. The Tomcats coming in, having lost 66-64 to Henry Clay. The Pioneers of Simon Kenton come in with a record of 4-5, but they won 4 of their last 5. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight on 97.9 The River. We'll be back with Trent Steiner of Simon Kenton.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve bold-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together. Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again. That means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcat!
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
And I'm here with Simon Kenton, head coach Trent Steiner, and it's good to see you, Coach. And first off, what a journey you've had. It's good to see you back at the AIT again. Saw you last time here. It was 2022, and now I'm back, and you guys have a nice team on your hands. Talk about what you like to do with this bunch.
Well, we got a lot to do, honestly. We lost 6 guys that played a lot last year. We got 3 guys that came off the bench for us last year. Well, 2 guys came off the bench, 1 kid that started. So we're trying to figure each other out. It might sound silly on December 29th, but we're really just trying to figure each other out. You know, we played pretty good the other night against Lawrence, and then last night, not that J-Town didn't do good stuff, but like we just throwing the ball a lot, you know, and that led to 22 live ball points that we gave up, you know, and so you just can't do that. So we're just trying to figure each other out, truthfully, how to get a little bit better for the guy beside of you, not just for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and talk about the style of ball you like to play, especially with this team. What are some things we can expect to see?
Well, we like a lot of ball movement. I think that's some of our issue at times, too, is the ball dies and sticks in our hands. The more the ball moves, the more you can exploit the defense, the more that people, you know, everybody feels a part of it. The more energy the ball has, the better the more, you know, they talk about teams who play with pace. Well, those teams don't play with pace if the ball is not moving. And if the ball is sticking you're not playing with pace. So we're trying to figure that out. Right now we got a few stickers. We need to figure it out.
Yeah, and talk a little bit about, I know you had a couple guys, though. I had Scobie going off for 7 3-pointers in that first game. He was close to setting an AIT record, and seems like some guys that haven't, maybe not shot the ball well early in the year, they're starting to improve some.
Well, Scobie's coming off an ankle injury. He's a really good shooter. He shot 39% last year from the three. I think, truthfully, he's a mid to high 40 shooter this year for us. Will be before it's all said and done. At least we need him to be. But other dudes are just trying to figure out, where can they get their points? Where does it come? And in the offense, not just I'm going to break you down and play iso ball and play one-on-one ball. Nobody wants to see that. I definitely don't want to see it. I don't care what anybody wants to see. I don't want to see it. So that's it.
Yeah, and at Simon Kenton, I know you guys had a tremendous run over the years. Always a joy to get to compete against your school and talk about a couple of the alums. One of them I have to ask you about because he's doing quite well, Gabe Dines. I know we were talking a little bit about him beforehand, and those of you listening, he was the 7'3" center that played. He was only 7'3" then. I think he's 7'5" now. And
yeah, he's probably with his shoes on, he's probably 7'4"1/4, but they probably bump him up to 7'5". But if he ever gets tested for real, he's probably 7'4" wingspan and probably a little over 7'4" in real life, which is really, really tall.
Yeah.
But Gabe he's actually in town. He came and watch us play last week. I got to spend a little time with him. He's out in California playing at USC. Sun shining every day, and you're getting to play in the Big Ten. It's not bad living.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so I'm very proud of him. He's a good kid. He gets everything he deserves in life. He's busted his tail for it. He hadn't busted his tail to be 7'4". The good Lord gave him that, and his parents. But he's a really good kid.
He is heck of a nice guy. And my last question for you, Coach. You've competed against Ashland several times over the years, and of course you knew Dickie Martin well. And I haven't yet asked an opponent, especially one from out of the area coming in, because you were around Dickie several times and got to meet with him. What was his impact on you?
There's not a bigger Ashland fan / homer than Dickie Martin. God rest his soul. He was always had a smile on his face. I always gave you that voice. Are you going to cheat us tonight? I miss Dickie being here. That's the one thing I truthfully reflected on that. It might sound strange to say that, but like on the way down here on the bus ride, 3.5 hours, 3 hours, whatever it was, the last time we were here, we played Collins in the finals, and Dickie was here, and we played Ashland the first game. And we beat Ashland on a shot at the buzzer. And, Dickie, in typical Dickie fashion, I can't believe that or whatever. But it's just different without Dickie being here. I'm sure it's the same thing with you guys.
It is. It has been different this year. Coach Stein, we thank you so much, and we wish you the very best. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland. Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen. Located 230 16th Street in Ashland, they serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together. Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family. caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
I'm with Ashland Tomcat head coach Ryan Bonner, and Coach is always open up and talking about the prior game. Tough loss yesterday, a tight one, but as always, there's something to learn and figure out about the team.
Yeah, there's always things to take away from games like last night. Obviously came up a point short, and 10 and 19 from the free throw line, very uncharacteristic of this bunch. We got to be better there. Missed some easy ones, especially late in the game. And then there's some things I could have done better in terms of managing offensive possessions. All things that we've talked about as a team, and all things that we plan to work on once we get through this tournament. But hats off to Henry Clay. Very good team, very talented, very well coached, and our guys will get another swing at them on January 10th. So that'll be interesting in a neutral side at Berea College. But like I said, always something to take away from a game like that, and we use any loss as a tool to learn.
Mm-hmm. And looking at tonight's game coming in, of course, it's got Simon Kenton, coached by, and it's good to see Trent Steiner here again and his bunch. Talk about them and what you've seen on film.
Well, defensively, it's another opponent that does something unique. They like to really kind of junk things up and slow the game down. Defensively, they'll play a half-court 2-2-1. They'll play a matchup zone. They'll play some amoeba zone, do some different things just to kind of really jam you up in the half court. And then they're very deliberate on offense. They don't necessarily, they'll take their opportunities in transition, but they really prefer kind of to walk it up and run their actions, run their motion offense. They've got good shooting, and they got a good athlete, and number 55, Braylon Bilton. He's averaging 18.5 a game, rebounding it, really aggressive on the glass, and they're just well coached. Trent's been there so long, and his system has been in place so long that his players understand what their assignment is and what they need to do. So we're going to have to do a really good job of executing against multiple defenses, multiple looks. And then I think for us, we can't let Simon Kenton control the pace of the game. We gotta really get after them defensively, and creating some tempo and some easy buckets with our defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Simon Kenton, historically, it seems like it's one of those schools that everyone kind of has that one or two schools that sometimes they'll struggle against. They won 10 of the last 11, 4 of those by 3 points or less in the series. Of course, that last one, tip in, and the one in 98 that was a 1 point game, 1 2 point game as well. Talk about that, because you mentioned controlling the pace, and that's what they love to do. They'll get that small lead early, and then they just sit back in that deliberate pace and get comfortable.
Exactly, and that's why we're going to have to really kind of make it chaotic defensively. We're going to have to really pressure and not allow them to freely just run their stuff and walk it up. They've got to feel pressure for 32 minutes. And our guys, for the most part, seem pretty comfortable playing that way. And it seems like every time I kind of flip the switch and make the decision to do that in a game, it kind of turns the tide in our favor. And I think last night's a perfect example. So I think our guys want to play that way. I think our guys are comfortable playing that way. I think us being able to control the tempo might be the number one key of this game.
Mm-hmm. And how's everybody from a health perspective? I know this will be our third game in 3 days, our second 3-game tournament in a matter of 10 days.
Yeah, everybody's healthy. Elijah Neal's a little banged up. That ankle's bothering him from that first round game against St. Mary, but he will play tonight with the understanding that we're probably going to have to shut him down for a few days coming out of this tournament. But he was banged up last night, and quite frankly, I thought he played outstanding. Finished with 21 points, played his butt off. Of course, I never really worry about that with Elijah. I think he's always going to play hard. So yeah, this tournament's important to him. And so he's going to play today, and then we're going to really try to manage his rest after we get through this the next few days.
Mm-hmm. And my last question for you, this being the AIT, how about it as a whole? I mean, of course, we just had St. Mary play and had Hopkinsville coming out, and it's again a great tournament and the 70th annual. One of the best out there.
Yeah, it's been a great tournament. I thought yesterday was spectacular. The Hopkinsville-Lawrence County game went into double overtime, last second shot. This tournament is designed to help prepare teams for the postseason. That's the number one goal. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we try to do for teams that are traveling here, and that's what we try to do for ourselves. It's all about getting our teams ready for basketball in March, and I think we've definitely accomplished that. We've had a great turnout, great administration support. Chrissy Lalone and our Tomcats have done a fantastic job with the hospitality room. Super grateful for that. It's a first-class event, and our assistant coaches going out of their way to wash uniforms for the other teams and open up the gym so they can get shoot-arounds. We have a staff that is just really committed to making this a top-tier event and one of the best tournaments, in my biased opinion, in Kentucky.
All right. Well, Coach, nicely said, and we'll be back shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Here's another Kendrick Communications Community Chatter. The Home Energy Assistance Program is open for applications for 2025-26. HEAP can help eligible Ohioans manage their heating bills. You can find applications at your local community action agency or call 1-800-582-7277.
This Kendrick Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Buddy's All-American Barbecue, the home of killer wings, great barbecue, ice-cold beer in Huntington and Milton. Check out WVBBQ.com.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco ensures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again. That means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcats. The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Well, we're back here on 97.9 The River. About 2 minutes until the introduction of the starting lineups. The Tomcats coming in with a record of 7-2, averaging around 80 points per game. Didn't shoot the ball too well yesterday. 10 of 19 from the free throw line and a 2-point game. Ouch. 8 of 24 from downtown, 33%, about 6% below where they normally shoot on the season. Simon Kenton coming in. They average around 59 points a game right now. They play a slow down, controlled, deliberate style under Coach Steiner, and they shoot the ball. But they shoot the ball pretty decent. I mean, that number, 31% is their three-point shooting on the year, but it's a bit misleading. Trent Steiner's teams, I mean, they shoot the ball well, and they've had a couple injuries, as he mentioned in the interview. Well, before we start, I'm proud to introduce one of our alums coming onto the air tonight, Asher Adkins. Asher, good to see you here, man.
Great to be on here, Tyler. Great to be on here. It's an honor.
Yeah, what a game it's going to be. How does it feel for you coming back to the AIT?
Man, I love it. It's the best tournament in Kentucky, so it's always a blast, man. After Christmas, everybody's in a great mood. Everybody's happy to see each other for being off a break, so it's definitely a good one.
That's awesome, man, and we're going to have some great basketball coming tonight. The Tomcats competing for third place still have a chance to make some noise in this tournament, even though they're not gonna be able to win it all. But the Tomcats coming in right now at a record of 7-2, and they're looking to get to the line as they're looking to come in and get back on it as they are coming. We will introduce the starting lineups coming up here shortly as Ashland and Simon Kenton getting ready. We're going to take a break here and come back shortly. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen. Located 230 16th Street in Ashland, they serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
New year, new menu at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe. Start the year fresh with our brand new bowls of fun. Big flavor, lighter options, and fresh ingredients. Try the Honey Harissa Chicken Bowl with mixed greens, roasted corn, avocado with whipped jalapeno feta, or the Euro Chicken Bowl with tzatziki, red pepper hummus, and classic Mediterranean flavors. Seafood fans will love the Sesame Glazed Salmon Bowl with Brussels sprouts and citrus ginger dressing. Fresh ingredients, big flavor. New year, new menu at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
And we're back here on 97.9 The River doing the starting lineups. As for Simon Kenton, it's number 55, Braylon Bilton, the junior, averages 18.5 a game. Number 21, Eddie Martz, the junior, averages 10.8 a game. Number 23, Will Scobie, the junior, averages 7.6 a game. Now, be aware with Scobie, he hit 7 threes in the first game of the tournament against Lawrence County. This guy can flat shoot it, shot 39% last year. He can get it done. So that number is a bit, what's the word I'm looking for, deflated right now, as he'll average more. Noah Hardcorn, number 33, the freshman, averaging 3.4 a game. And Aiden Thomas, the senior, averaging 2.5 a game. Number 22 for the Tomcats. As they're playing the hype video with the team, love the highlights, and what an outstanding job that school did on that.
Wish they had that when I was in there, Tyler.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was, some of the things you guys could do were very impressive, as it's going to be coming out for the Tomcats. It's going to be number 3, Elijah Neal, averaging 14.8 points per game, 3.7 boards and 7 assists. Neal, who hit 3 threes yesterday. Drew Smith, 21.7 points, 5 boards a game, a 46% three-point shooter. Elijah Owens, he averages 11.5 per game, 4.5 rebounds per game. 0-10 from 3 coming into the AIT in 7 games. He's hit 8 threes so far in the AIT, including 6 in the first round, which he scored 26 points. As Caleb Clark averages 20.2 points, 6.5 rebounds per game. Then shooting impressive 64% from the field. Justin Hughes, 7 points and 3 rebounds per game, as he is, for Hughes, as he's coming in, the sophomore. So the Tomcats getting together here and getting it ready to go here as we get ready to compete for third place. Now remember, Simon Kenton on paper, we may match up to them pretty well, but one thing to remember, Simon Kenton has historically a big advantage over Ashland in terms of how the series has gone in their favor a lot. They won some close matchups, and of course always fun to compete against as the Pioneers are coming out. They're wearing their blue jerseys with white trim and white and black trim. Meanwhile, the Tomcats coming out in their white jerseys with maroon trim. And we're going to come back on here. So, Asher, any final thoughts before the game?
Well, I'm just still have a bad taste in my mouth when they beat us my junior year, and they got us on a buzzer beater. That's about it. Let's go Tomcats.
Yeah, just when we came back on them, and yeah, they had that big 7'3" center, Gabe Dines, now playing for USC as Caleb Clark getting ready to tip off against Hardcorn. It's up and back. It's going to go to Thomas. Thomas with the basketball. Ashland coming out in a man-to-man. Simon Kenton going right to left. Ashland left to right. As he has it up top, Thomas, he's going to attack the basket right against Owens, puts it up, misses it, but gets his own rebound. As he's going to go to the corner and give it up to Marks, number 21. He brings it back up top against Neal, back to the logo. And Ashland in a tight man-to-man early. Over to Scobie, back up top to Bilton, and they go back to Thomas. This team will make a lot of passes. It's been nearly a minute right now, no score. As Thomas has it up top against Clark, staying at the logo. As Simon Kenton making a lot of cuts. Neal nearly stole that one, but it's taken inside, put up, and Eddie Marks will get the first bucket. 2-0 Simon Kenton. Ashland throws it away down court. First Tomcat turnover. Ashland averaging around 12 turnovers a game.
And you know, Tyler, if I'm Simon Kenton right here, they love to slow down the game, okay? If I'm Ashland, I'm in a full court press, and I'm pressuring the ball, making them play faster than they want to, get them out of their rhythm. And that's exactly what they're showing right here at the very beginning of the game, and I love to see it.
Yeah, 2-0 Simon Kenton, 6:56 to go here in the first quarter. As Thomas picks up his dribble up top and gives it over to Bilton. He's going to handle it near the logo. Hughes about 5 feet off of him, and they give it back to Thomas. He dribbles around, gives it to the wing to Marks. 2-0 Simon Kenton early. As it's thrown up top to Bilton, and over to the near wing to Thomas. Back up top, 3-ball up, and in and out. Smith with the board. No, it's deflected out of bounds. It's going to go to Ashland. A 2-0 Simon Kenton here with 6:31 to go in the first quarter. And Ashland with the basketball. Simon Kenton coming out in a 2-2-1 trapping defense in the half court. As they go, Ashland to the corner. Smith trapped in the corner, down to Hughes. He goes up, count it, and a foul. Hughes gets the first bucket for Ashland. He goes in and gets the foul on, and that will go 33. Noah Hardcorn, the freshman will pick up his the first team foul. Hughes going to the free throw line. Now, I don't believe he's hit a free throw this year for the Tomcats, and he misses that one. First miss from the line.
It's good to see an early basket go in from him. I feel like he's been coming out slow in the tournament, and this is a guy you want to get going early. He can be the difference maker on this national team, depending on how long they want to make a run in March.
Yeah, 2-2 Ashland is top of the key. Simon Kenton has it, and Will Scobie picking up where he left off, hits a three. They lead 5-2 with 5:55 to go in the first quarter. Neal brings it a half court over to Hughes and to Clark in the near quarter. They go inside, second Tomcat turnover. Simon Kenton the other way. Bilton drives it inside, lays it in, and this is typically how our games against them have gone. 7-2 Simon Kenton, 5:39 to go in the first quarter. Neal up to half court, lobs it to Hughes on the near wing. And to Smith in the corner. Smith takes the three, and that one in and out. Rebound by Scobie. Simon Kenton with it now as Bilton has it. 5:24 to go in the first. He brings it up, and a foul called on Owens. That'll be the first against the Tomcats, who trail 7-2 right now. 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Simon Kenton will inbound from the far side in the backcourt. That's going to be Scobie throwing it in. He gets it up top. Hughes deflects it out of bounds. He was getting in there and aggressive early, Asher.
Yeah, you like to see it, man. I'm telling you, this dude has potential out the wazoo, and I just love to see him being successful, getting hands on the ball and getting his and one early. So see if he can keep it up.
Yeah, Tomcats ahead early as now that's going to be handling it up top. That's going to be Thomas. He's guarded by Smith. Ashland in a man-to-man. Thomas guarded tightly, loses the ball in the backcourt. That'll be a turnover, just slid right through his hand, and that'll give it back to Ashland. 5:04 to go here in the first. Tomcats leading 7-2.
Seems like they've been in kind of trying to figure out how they can get this offense going early. This half-court 2-2-1 by Simon Kenton is really giving them problems right now.
Yeah, as Ashland backdoor cut by Hughes against the zone. He gets there, gets the bucket, and picks up his 4th point. It's 7-4. Simon Kenton, they throw it away. Hughes intercepts the pass down court. Owens down court, intercepts it. Down to Smith in the far corner. Back up to Owens, and they're going to call a foul on Thomas. That's going to be his first, the team's second.
So how about Elijah Owens, Tyler Rowland?
Yeah,
think about him
26 points in the first round.
He's a difference maker.
Yeah. As Xavier Lindenschmidt, number 30, the junior, checks in for the Pioneers. Neal drives, lobs it across court to Smith on the far wing. Smith drives, he's cut off. Back out to Owens. He's going to give it up. Neal drives, feeds it out. Smith's open on the far wing and missed it. Neal there to get the rebound. Fakes, goes up, misses the shot, but gets the rebound again. Neal doubled, throws it out. It's deflected and turned over. Simon Kenton with the basketball. That's going to be Bilton now, setting up the offense. 4:08 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-4. Simon Kenton ahead. Bilton against the Ashland man-to-man will back it out. Screen goes off, goes to the far wing, drives against Neal, goes up, misses a shot. Hughes there to get the rebound. Owens on the run. Owens drives in, kicks it out to Smith in the far corner. He drives underneath, and a foul call. Or no, they're going to say Smith stepped on the baseline. 4th Ashland turnover as Scobie checking back in for the Pioneers. As that's going to be, they're going to have the ball. It's turnover. No, Neal takes it. Neal takes it and he hits the 3. We're tied up at 7. 3:39 to go here in the first quarter. As Scobie handles it up top. Scobie against the full court press. Ashland in a full court man. Scobie to the near wing. Drives it. He's guarded by Neal. Neal strips it out. Scobie loses a handle. And Neal deflects it back by loose bodies everywhere. Hughes gets it. Clark down court for Ashland. And he's fouled by Scobie. Scobie tried to go for the steal and just missed out on it. Is that going to be his first foul? The team's third. We're tied at 7 here in the first quarter. It's 3:18 to go. We're going to take a break, a full timeout. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars. They're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back, knotted up at 7 here in the first quarter. 3:18 to go. Neal's going to inbound from underneath. He gets it to Clark, fakes it, back to Hughes, over to Smith on the far wing. Back up top. Hughes at the top of the key. Zone 2-2-1 half-court trap from Simon Kenton. Owens drives in, misses a shot. Rebound goes to the Pioneers. That's going to be Bilton running the point. And he'll be met by Hughes at half-court. Ashland in a man-to-man. Bilton brings it up. He's going to be cut off. Nearly stolen by Owens. Lobbed over to the far wing. Taken in by Bilton. Fed inside. And he fakes, turns around, but misses a little jump hook. Does Hardcorn. Rebound to Owens. Neal with the basketball. 2:39 to go in the first quarter. We're knotted at 7. Neal brings it back. Owens coming up to set a screen. Neal feeds it back. Smith from about almost 30 feet back. Misses a 3. Neal gets the rebound. Goes up. Misses it. Gets the rebound again. Neal's got 4 rebounds underneath to Hughes, and he misses a shot. Neal was in the middle of the lane. Faked the shot. Dished it down to Hughes, who went up and got foul.
Neal's a workhorse, isn't he? I mean, he's diving on the floor, getting loose balls. He's getting his own rebounds, and I mean, he's making this train move right now. So.
And that's going to be the fourth team foul against Simon Kenton. That's going to be Hughes at the free throw line. He's going to put the first one up, and he got that to go. Hughes leading the way for Ashland with 5. As Aiden Thomas checks back in for the Pioneers, out will go Marks. Here's Ashland takes the first lead with 2:19 to go in the first. Second shot coming up for Hughes. Ashland on a 6-0 run. Hughes misses it. Rebound by Milton. He's going to run the other way. It's taken over to Thomas. He drives inside, deflected away, and the fourth turnover for Simon Kenton. Neal to Smith. He fakes the 3, steps back, gives it to Hughes. He drives, and a foul called. Going to be before the shot. Ashland leading 8-7. 2:01 to go here in the first quarter. As they'll have the basketball. That foul that's going to go against Bilton. That's going to be his first and team foul number 5, so that's going to send Ashland to the free throw line. So Hughes will have a chance for 2 more. Hughes getting awful active early in this one, and that's what I know Coach Bonner's looking to do, get his confidence flowing.
And this Simon Kenton team is really, tall, long, and athletic. They're quick. You usually want to find a guy on the other 5 who's, where's Waldo, right? Where's the guy that you can take to the hole, right? When we want him on defense, and I'm not seeing a Waldo here. So this Simon Kenton team has impressed me with their defense thus far.
Yes, Hughes comes in, and Hughes hits the first and then the second. So it's 10-7 Ashland now, and Simon Kenton turns it over again on the baseline. I think stepped over, as now that's going to go back to the Tomcats, as that's going to be inbounded. Neal's looking. He lobs it back to Clark on the near wing, and he'll bring it back up. He throws it to Smith on the far wing. Smith, 10-7 Ashland, 1:53 to go in the first. As Neal up top, over to Smith, back up to Neal at the logo. Hughes on the near wing, back over to Smith. Owens from the near corner, adds up, bounces off, and into the hands of Bilton. He's trapped underneath, and Neal nearly stole it. Simon Kenton now on the run. That's Heger, number 0. He gives it up top, as that's going to be handled by Lyndon Schmidt, number 13 for the Pioneers. Ashland staying in that man-to-man. Lyndon Schmidt up top, over to Bilton, and in the near wing. And it's deflected out. Owens takes it away. 1-on-none the other end. He nearly got it to Millie, missed it, but tried to dunk it and lost his footing a little bit. He gets it though. 12-7 Ashland, 1:05 to go in the first quarter. 10-0 run for the Tomcats. As Thomas drives inside, he's cut off, and he's deflected out, taken away, and a foul call. We'll see if that's against Simon Kenton or Ashland. And that's against Simon Kenton. And that will be on. That's going to go on Thomas. So Aiden Thomas will have his second foul for the Pioneers. He's going to go to the bench as Eddie Marks and Noah Hardcore, the 6'4" freshman, checking back in for the Pioneers. It's 12-7 Ashland. Tomcats on a 10-0 run. 56 seconds to go in the first. Smith to the line for the bonus. He's going to hit the first. And Ashland, that's one area we want to get today. It's missed 9 free throws last night.
Yeah, can't do that. Got to give them.
And Smith's going to miss the second. And the rebound goes off. It goes to Marks. Tomcats 4 for 7 right now from the free throw line. But they lead 13-7. As it's handled up top by Marks, he gives it to Bilton and over to the near side to Thomas. They try to go into the post and thrown out of bounds. It's going to go back to Ashland's 7th Simon Kenton turnover.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Ashland's doing a great job applying pressure, making them make decisions that they don't want to make, and that's causing this Simon Kenton team to fall short in this first quarter right here. That's exactly what Ashland wants to happen.
As Strader is in the game at point guard now. Jalen Strader, the 5'8" freshman, averaging 4 points a game, gives it over to Smith on the far wing. Back over to Strader, 20 seconds to go in the first. Ashland up 13-7. Strader against Thomas, feeds it to the corner. Owens drives in. Owens goes up, misses. Hughes there to get it. He goes back up, misses. Owens tips it up, misses. Rebound to Bilton at 7 seconds to go, and he's fouled 94 feet away from the basket. Second team foul on Ashland. As that's going to be Lyndon Smith checking back in, the 6'2 wing. And Lyndon Smith, who's, of course, one who's they'll probably try to go to here. 6.8 seconds to go in the first. Simon Kenton has it. Ashland full court tight man-to-man. It's inbounded up top to Bilton. He takes the midcourt at 4. Down to Scobie at 2. Good look at 1, and he got it to go with the buzzer as Will Scobie gets his second three-pointer. Ashland leads after 1, 13-10. We're going to take a break and come back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Here's another Kendrick Communications Community Chatter. The Home Energy Assistance Program is open for applications for 2025-26. HEAP can help eligible Ohioans manage their heating bills. You can find applications at your local community action agency or call 1-800-582-7277.
This Kenton Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Buddy's All-American Barbecue, the home of killer wings, great barbecue, ice-cold beer in Huntington and Milton. Check out WVBBQ.com. Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
13-10 Ashland starting the second quarter, and I made a mistake. I thought it was Hughes that picked up that foul. It was Owens, and that's Elijah Owens' second foul. So Ashland leading 13-10 to start the second quarter. Owens with 2 for Ashland, and Thomas with 2 for the Pioneers. On the court for the Tomcats, it's Clark, Neal, Hughes, Owens, and Smith. For the Pioneers, it's Bilton, Marks, Scobie, Lyndon Schmidt, and Hardcorn. As Ashland has it, Smith drives inside, feeds it out to Neal on the near wing. Neal cut off, goes it out to Hughes, far wing, back up to Neal, over to Smith. Ashland up 3, 7:40 to go in the second quarter. As Neal has it, and he gives it over to Hughes, who will walk it back up to mid-court. 2-3 look from the Pioneers. As Smith, extra pass to the corners. Owens drives, lays it up and in. Elijah Owens, his second bucket. He has 4, and the Tomcats lead 15-10 here in the second. As Marks up top. Ashland in tight man-to-man still as Lyndon Schmidt has it. Gives it over to Scobie. He's guarded by Owens. And back to Bilton. Over as... That's going to be handled by Marks, and over to Scobie. Back over to Lyndon Schmidt. And Ashland trying to front the defenders, trying to jump out and get a steal. Bilton loses the handle, picks it up. As he's guarded by Clark, he gives it over to Lyndon Schmidt. And now to Marks. Screen coming from Hardcorn. And Marks takes it out. Gives it to Scobie and over to Lyndon Schmidt on the near corner. Back up top. Bilton has it. And Simon Kenton making several passes. Ashland trying to deny the basketball. And Marks has it, near wing. Ashland up 5 here in the second. He'll bring it back out. Against Owens, he drives. Marks goes up and scores. And a smart play by Eddie Marks. And knowing Owens had 2 fouls, he drives in. Owens hesitant to pick up his third. Understandably, Neal. Now it's 15-12 Ashland, 6:10 to go in the second. Neal directing traffic as he gives it over to Owens. Owens drives to the wing, gives it back to Smith, and over to Hughes. As Neal has it in the far corner, and threw it off a Simon Kenton defender, but a foul called, and that's going to go against Bilton. If that's on Bilton, we'll see. I think that's his second. It is. So Bilton and Thomas have 2 for Simon Kenton. Owens goes out with 2 for Ashland, and in comes the freshman, River Lynch, averaging 4 a game. Neal to inbound underneath, and it's taken away by Thomas. 5th Tomcat turnover. Here is the Tomcats lead 15-12, 5:50 to go in the second. Scobie against Lynch, has it. Near midcourt, gives it back to Bilton. Bilton on the far wing, brings it back toward the 10-second strike. As Ashland coming out and trying to front the other defenders and get that steal off a pass. As Bilton still handling it, gives it up to Hardcorn at the top of the key and over to Marks. He'll bring it back up against Neal. Marks brings it back to midcourt, picks up his dribble, and throws it over to Scobie. The near wing, he's guarded by Lynch, and he'll give it to Bilton, who brings it back to the logo. Bilton will reset the offense, 15-12 Ashland, 5:11 to go in the second. Bilton against Lynch, takes it, drives inside, spins, turns, and he goes up. Got the bucket to go. Just threw it up there and got it to go. It's 15-14 Ashland, 4:55 to go in the second. Neal near midcourt. He's double-teamed immediately, picked up his dribble, gives it to Smith, and inside. Clark puts it up and is blocked inside. I believe that was Marks that got a piece of that. It goes out and will stay with the Tomcats, who lead 15-14 with 4:47 to go in the second.
That was a good, clean block right there by one of Simon Kenton's players. Pretty impressive getting up there with CC, Caleb Clark. So.
Yeah, Clark can get up there too, and a foul on that might have been a frustration foul. And that I think a frustration foul. Caleb Clark picks up his first and the team's first of the quarter. Tomcats went on an 11-0 run to go up 13-7, but now a response from Simon Kenton, a 7-2 run, and they trail by 1 with 4:47 to go in the second. This pace so far playing into their hands, Asher.
Yep. Yeah, it is, and I'm seeing a Simon Kenton offense just running a motion offense, and I can guarantee that this Tomcat team has spent hours and hours defending that in practice.
Yes, as Thomas lobs it down court, Scobie from the far corner, or near corner, gets it to go. It's 17-15, Simon Kenton, a 10-2 run right now. 3 by Smith on the other end, misses it, rebound by Hardcorn. And Simon Kenton controlling the basketball. That's going to be Liam. I'm sorry, it's going to be Marks bringing it up. He gives it back to Scobie, who thought about the 3. On the far wing, brings it back out. That's Thomas. He's going to give it. Neal, he's taken away. Hardcorn hangs on, goes inside, and is taken away by Neal. He throws it down court. Clark against Thomas, goes up and scores. Caleb Clark's first bucket. We're knotted at 17. 3:47 to go here in the second quarter. As that's going to be Thomas inbounding. He finds Bilton, and he'll run it up. Throws it down to Scobie. Scobie goes inside to Hardcorn. He's able to get it around Hughes and score. 19-17, Simon Kenton, 3:32 to go in the second. Clark inside, goes up, misses a shot, but he's fouled.
I think that lit a fire in Caleb Clark right here. He's being a lot more aggressive towards this halfway through the second quarter. So,
yeah, Clark's who shot around 65% from the field this year, and that foul is going to be the second on Hardcorn for Simon Kenton, the 6'4 freshman, as now Clark's going to go to the free throw line for 2, and he'll miss the first. Ashland right now 4 of 8 from the free throw line.
Tomcats continue to be unlucky at the free throw line, man.
Yeah, 19-17 right now as Heger and Lindenschmidt check back in for the Pioneers. Second shot for Clark goes. Ashland a 72% free throw shooting team. They're 5-9 so far tonight. 19-18, Simon Kenton ahead. Tomcats 2-2-1. That's a little bit different look. They usually run 1-2-2. They're coming out 2-2-1 press. They go to the near corner, floater up and miss. Rebound tipped out, and I think Simon Kenton got a hand on it. They did. That's going to go back to the Tomcats as they trail 19-18 in the second quarter. And they haven't run 2-2-1 really, and they came out that time.
No, I haven't seen that from them this year.
Yeah, Simon Kenton back to a 2-2-1 half-court trap as Neal lobs it to Hughes. Over to Smith on the near corner. Back up to Hughes and over to Neal. Far wing. He drives. Neal fakes, gives it out to Smith on the corner. His three's good.
And Tyler Rowland, he did exactly what you need to do on this 2-3. Simon Kenton's extended out. Didn't want to apply pressure. Elijah Neal drove into the middle of the paint. Got a paint touch, as Coach Bonner likes to say, and kicked it out to Drew Smith, and he knocked down the shot.
As Ashland back to 1-2-2 press now. That's going to be handled by Lindenschmidt. He lobs it across court. Open is Heger. His 3 up and off. Tipped back and rebounded by Bilton. He's thinking about the 3 from 25 feet out. Neal steps up on him. Bilton around the screen. Will dribble back up top. And he'll throw it over to Thomas and to Heger. Heger to the top of the key. Over to Lindenschmidt and to Thomas on the far corner. He brings it back up top, does Thomas, picks up his dribble and throws it back to the corner. as Lindenschmidt has it there, and it's deflected out. That's going to be at turnover, actually. Simon Kent turning it over. 9th turnover for the Pioneers as they trail the Tomcats 21-19, 2:04 to go here in the second. And Neal bringing it in as the Pioneers set up their 2-2-1 half-court trap. Lynch, the near wing, gives it back to Smith. He goes against Bilton, lobs it back up top to Neal. Over to Smith. He takes the three from 25 feet. Misses, rebound by, and it's taken away by Neal. Underneath, over to Clark. He lays it in. Elijah Neal.
That's what we call a hero play right there. That's what we call a hero play.
Yeah, he had the rebound. Neal takes it out in a 6-0 run for the Tomcats. They're up 4, 1:32 to go in the second quarter. And it's lobbed down court. Lindenschmidt back over. They go inside to the big man, and he puts it in. And I believe was Hughes that got it. Shot miss, and the rebound to Simon Kenton the other way, just so I can notate the stat. And that's going to be a foul. And that's going to go against Caleb Clark. That's Clark's second. So Clark and Owens both with 2 for Ashland. On the other side, Hardcorn, Thomas, and Bilton each have 2.
And if you're Caleb Clark, that's a foul you do not want to make because he's 94 feet away from the basket, has no threat to score the ball right there, and now he's going to sit on the bench because of it and not be in the rest of his first half.
The 2 freshmen out for the Tomcats, Strader and Lynch, as they come out in a 1-2-2 press. That's going to be on the near side, but Marks, who's back in the game, has it. Over to Bilton and back to Marks. Back over to Scobie. They go to the middle of the zone to Thomas. Out to Bilton in the near corner. He drives, goes up, gets fouled, and misses a shot. Tried the little running hook, as that's going to be Drew Smith picking up the foul for the Tomcats. His first, the team's third. The situation, 1 minute to go in the second quarter. 23-21, Ashland leading. Smith picks up his first foul. Ashland with 1 foul to give. Simon Kenton 2 before the bonus, as Bilton will miss the first. He's a 64% free throw shooter, 28 of 44 on the year. Possession arrow is with Simon Kenton right now. Second shot for Bilton. It's up, and it's good. Bilton with 5, and Lindenschmidt will come in. Bilton will go out for the Pioneers, who trail by 1 with a minute to go in the second quarter. It's 23-22, Ashland in the lead. As Neal will run the point, he'll be met at half court. He gives it to Strader. Strader down to Hughes, and it's nearly taken away. It's deflected off of Smith and out of bounds. That's going to turn it back over to Simon Kenton. Ashland not getting some really good positioning against that zone.
No, they're doing a great job executing that half-court 2-2-1, making them make bad passes and getting turnovers out of it as well. So.
And Marks will have it now. His team down 1. Ashland in a man-to-man. Over to Bilton on the near wing. Back up top to Thomas. And over to Marks. A whistle blows. And a foul called. That's going to go against Strader. That's going to be his first. And the team's fourth. No more fouls to give for the Tomcats. They lead 23-22 with 36 seconds to go in the second. Thomas will have it underneath the bucket. He throws it to the far corner. 3-ball by Scobie. His fourth. Scobie, who was 17 of 58 coming into tonight, 29%, but again shot 39 last year. Simon Kenton on a 6-0 run. They take a 25-23 lead. As up top, Lynch has it on the far wing. He gives it over to Smith on the far corner and back up top. Lynch to Neal, his 3. Good! Elijah Neal. He has 6. And the Tomcats retake the lead. 5 seconds. Bilton has it. Drives into the lane, goes up and misses the shot. Neal rebounds. Heaves it up at the buzzer. Off the backboard. That'll do it for the first half. Ashland taking a 26-25 lead. End of break. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Here's another Kendra Communications Community Chatter. You have a voice when it comes to your long-term care. An ombudsman advocates on your behalf for issues related to health, safety, welfare, and residents' rights wherever you receive long-term care services. Contact your local ombudsman at the Area Agency on Aging District 7 for confidential assistance at 800-582-7277.
This Kenton Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Papa John's Gallipolis, serving Gallipolis and Point Pleasant on 740-578-3060.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
And we're back here on My Town TV. Ashland leading 26-25 at halftime. Oh, that's right, yeah. As we're talking with Jason Clark, who's done a great job keeping statistics tonight. We have prepared some numbers. First off, for Simon Kenton and Asher. I'm just going to read these off. So if anything comes up, you catch, just stop me and we'll talk about it. Bilton has 5. Marks has 4. Scobie with 12, all 3-pointers. Hardcorn with 2. And that's what I have Hughes with 2. For the turnovers, I have 10 for Simon Kenton. For Ashland, Neal has 6. Smith has 4. Hughes has 7. Clark has 5. Owens has 4. The Tomcats have actually 8 turnovers. And a glaring statistic looking at it, Asher. Yeah. The Tomcats 5 for 9 from the free throw line. So struggling from there again.
Yeah. Focus. Just focus. Hand in the cookie jar, as they say.
Yeah. Just got to get them back at it. The Tomcats opened up and trailed 7-2 before going on an 11-0 run to take a lead of 13-7. But Simon Kenton would battle back on their own. They would take a lead of 19-17, going on a 12-4 run to retake that. Ashland will respond with a 6-0 run of their own to take a 3-19 lead. Simon Kenton would bounce right back. They would hit a couple 3. They'd get back up 25-23 before an Elijah Neal 3 would make the score what it is, 26-25 at halftime. We're going to take a break and come back. You're listening to 97.9 The River.
Catch all the action of Ashland Tomcats basketball all season long on your radio home for the Tomcats 97.9 The River. The River has you covered for each and every Tomcats basketball game, both home and away, as the Tomcats look to bring home another championship. Download the app today or listen online at 979theriver.com. Ashland Tomcats basketball on 97.9 The River is sponsored by Kentucky Farmers Bank, McLeod's Body Shop, and Community Trust Bank. Ashland Tomcats basketball from Kindred Communications.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, Go Tomcats!
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Classic Liquors, your adult beverage headquarters in Huntington, Canova. Classic Liquors, simply the best. Smokin' Jay's Rib and Brew House, the Tri-State's best barbecue and ribeye, U.S. Route 60, Ashland, Kentucky. Smokin' Jay's, come fire it up. And Arrowhead Land Company's Team Wit. Call 937-545-7764. Online at arrowheadlandcompany.com.
Hey, Tomcat fans, it's wintertime once again. And that means snow and ice. Ashland Milling Company, 50-pound bags of winter ice melt for $9.75. And for those of you who want a product that won't hurt your concrete, try 50-pound bags of calcium chloride, $24.95. Let Ashland Milling Company keep you safe from slipping and sliding this winter. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Ball. Ashland Milling Company, proud sponsors of Ashland Tomcat Basketball. Go Tomcat!
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Angel Tax and Bookkeeping, personal and business tax returns, bookkeeping, payroll, and trucking authority. 127 State Street, Proctorville. Call 740-886-6500. Ricer Equipment, your local Kubota dealer in Jackson and Lucasville. Visit ricerequipment.com or find us on Facebook. NWV Medicine, Jackson General Hospital, leading healthcare across Jackson and Mason County.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Classic Liquors, your adult beverage headquarters in Huntington, Canova. Classic Liquors, simply the best. Smokin' Jay's Rib and Brew House, the Tri-State's best barbecue and ribeye, U.S. Route 60, Ashland, Kentucky. Smokin' Jay's, come fire it up. And Arrowhead Land Company's Team Wit. Call 937-545-7764. Online at arrowheadlandcompany.com.
Here's another Kendrick Communications community chatter. True Alta is an online portal designed just for family caregivers, providing caregiver information, videos, tip sheets, music therapy, webinars, and much more 24/7. Sign up today for this free and beneficial resource for caregivers by going to aaa7.truealta.com.
This Kendrick Communications community chatter brought to you by GoMart. Go for good times. Go for GoMart. Head to the App Store and get the app for GoMart.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
Here's another Kendrick Communications community chatter. You have a voice when it comes to your long-term care. An ombudsman advocates on your behalf for issues related to health, safety, welfare, and residents' rights wherever you receive long-term care services. Contact your local ombudsman at the Area Agency on Aging District 7 for confidential assistance at 800-582-7277.
This Kendrick Communications community chatter brought to you by Papa John's Gal Police, serving Gal Police in Point Pleasant on 740-578-3060.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
26-25 Ashland getting ready to start the third quarter. And I'm with Tyler Rowland along with Asher Atkins here. And Asher, anyone you want to shout out?
I want to shout out my mom and my dad, Benji Atkins and Leanne Atkins. I want to shout out Will Atkins, my brother, and my other brother, Nathan Atkins. And my grandparents, I love you all. And actually, I want to shout out Marmy, my grandmother, because she would make me shoot free throws at her house so I wouldn't miss them. So they need a little bit of Marmy, Ashland does right here. So
nice. And it paid off. Had multiple trips to the state tournament, including a Final Four. As now Simon Kenton will start with the basketball on the court for the Pioneers. It's Scobie inbounding. He had 4 threes in the first half. Thomas, Bilton, Marks, and Hardcorn for the Tomcats. It's the original 5. It's Hughes, Neal, Clark, Owens, and Smith as Bilton has it up top. 26-25 Simon Kenton trailing Ashland by 1. Hardcorn on the top of the key, gives it back to Bilton. Roll weave action. He goes to Scobie, gets him for the 3, and he got it.
Man, he's hot.
5 3-pointers. He had 7 in the first game. And it's 28-26, Simon Kenton leading. 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. Hughes on the near wing, up to Neal. Back over to Hughes. He attacks, stops, gives it out to Neal. He fakes the 3, drives, gives it to Owens on the far wing. His 3 off. Rebound by Thomas. 28-26, Simon Kenton leading Ashland. Ashland coming out in a man-to-man. Simon Kenton staying in their 2-2-1 half-court trap. As Bilton throws it, and Smith takes it away. 11th turnover for the Pioneers. Smith down court. Owens feeds it back to Neal. He drives. He's cut off by Scobie. Spins, goes back in, feeds it out to Clark in the near corner. He drives, blocked inside by Marks. And Marks, not a very tall athlete, about 6 foot, but doing a good job getting his hand in.
Yeah.
He makes good reads.
He's got great ball skills. Great ball skills.
Yeah, those quick instincts a factor as Neal on the baseline, inbounds to Clark, and up top to Smith. 1 of the 3 not there. Over to Owens and to Hughes in the far corner. He'll dribble back up, give it to Owens up top, and over to Neal. 28-26 Simon Kenton here in the third. Neal with the logo, will dribble, will drive around to the far side, and throw it back to Owens. Ashland a little out of sync offensively as Neal gets it back at midcourt. Over to Smith. Back to Neal. He takes a 3 from 25 feet out. Misses. Rebound Hardcorn.
I'd like to see a couple more people crash on the glass. The 3s are going up from Ashland, and they're just watching them go up from the 3-point line. Nobody's crashing.
Thomas attempts a 3 on the other end from the corner. Misses. Rebound to the Tomcats. Owens loses a dribble, and it's picked up by Simon Kenton. 9th Tomcat turnover. Bilton drives inside. Fakes Clark off. Goes up. Gets fouled. Gets the bucket. And Simon Kenton starting the second half on a 5-0 run. That's going to go against Clark, too, and that's going to be Clark's third foul. So Clark, the first player either team to get 3 fouls. Bilton to the free throw line, a 64% shooter. He makes that one. 6 points for Bilton now.
This Simon Kenton team is no stranger to Ashland, like you said, and man, they're playing them really well. Great scouting report by the Simon Kenton coach right here.
And Neal drives inside, feeds it underneath to Clark, wide open. It's his 7th point, 31-28 Simon Kenton. And Simon Kenton now, Ashland going full court man-to-man. Hardcorn up top to Bilton as he has it with 5:35 to go here in the third. He's guarded by Hughes. And he's going to go around to the near side, bring it back up top over to Hardcorn on the far wing. He gives it back to Marks, loses the handle, hangs on to it, inside to Hardcorn, and the ball's deflected out. Hardcorn hangs off, throws it off Smith. Clark gets the steal. 12th turnover, or 11th turnover for Simon Kenton. And the Tomcats run out of bounds as Caleb Conway checks in for Caleb Clark, the senior. Conway hit a 3 against Paintsville early in the year. Wouldn't be a bad thing for him to hit one tonight.
Not at all. Not at all.
He stepped it up for the Tomcats as Neal drives in. He's cut off against the zone, throws it out to Hughes, to Owens. Inside, Conway feeds it back to Owens, who puts it in.
What a dunk right there, man. Who's explosive, can fly.
Got it off the backdoor cut against the zone, and it's 31-30. Simon Kenton leading Ashland. Marks against Owens, cut off. And he's looking, picks up his dribble, lobs it out to Bilton on the corner. He drives inside, Bilton against Hughes, tough shot, missed, tipped up and into the hands of Conway. As now Owens, he's going to attack. Owens to the bucket, ball stripped out, he hangs on, gives it back to Hughes who attacks, goes underneath, put up and in by Elijah Neal. 6-0 run by the Tomcats. Good interior passing as it's a full timeout. Ashland up 32-31. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Hey, it's Big John. Are you hungry for a taste of home? Well, come on down to Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located 230 16th Street in Ashland. They serve old-fashioned home-cooked meals in a true family atmosphere. From hearty breakfast to daily specials, there's always something fresh and on the table. Bring the whole family and let them do the cooking. Proud supporters of the Ashland Tomcats, Uncle Paul and Missy's is cooking up that hot Tomcat spirit. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, where good food and good company come together.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Intensity picking up. Tomcats leading 32-31 with 4:25 to go here in the third quarter. As they're going to come back out on the court, it's Neal, Hughes, Smith, Owens, and Conway. Simon Kenton will have the basketball. Clark on the bench in foul trouble with 3 for Simon Kenton. It's Thomas, Marks, Scobie, Hardcorn, and Bilton.
And it's a one-point game right here. I'm thinking the team with the least amount of turnovers is the team that's going to pull it out here.
Yeah, it's a nice call. That's a 11 for Simon Kenton, 9 for Ashland as Neal steals it. He puts it up and
right there, baby. That's what you like to see out of Ashland. Elijah Neal getting up in the grill.
Backcourt steal is big, and the Tomcats on an 8-0 run. Thomas gets down court and beats Smith, but a foul called against Smith. That's going to be his second, the team's second. Ashland up 34-31, 4:11 to go in the third. The Tomcats on an 8-0 run right now as Thomas will inbound from the near side, right in front of his own bench. He throws it up top to Marks. He'll bring it up, and Owens will pick him up at midcourt. Marks to the right side, back over to Hardcorn, top of the key, back to Thomas. He's guarded by Smith, and over to Scobie for his 6-3 miss. Hardcorn with the rebound. It's stripped out by Smith, but a foul.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I don't like that one, Tyler.
Yeah, that one's same. Yeah, no comment. That's going to go against. Actually, they're going to call that on Conway. That's going to be his first. Team foul number 3. 3:53 to go in the first quarter, or third quarter. The Tomcats leading. And Thomas will inbound they're going to give it to Scobie, who will inbound. And he's going to lob it up top to Hardcorn. He's guarded by Conway, throws it inside. Marks on the run, puts it up and in. A tough shot by Eddie Marks. He gets a 6-point. Marks averages 11 a game, and it's a 1-point game here in the third quarter. Smith to Conway in the corner. The far corner misses the 3. Neal gets the rebound from Hardcorn, goes in, puts it up and misses, but gets fouled.
I love his engine. I mean, this kid's no quit right here.
Neal is on his way to a double-double from a sense of rebounds and points, I would say. I can think of at least 5 rebounds he has, and he's going to get to go to the free throw line. Neal, a 75.6% free throw shooter for the Tomcats, has 2 coming up. Here with 3:34 to go in the third, he's going to hit the first. Tomcats up 35-33 with 1 more coming in as Lyndon Schmidt comes in for the Pioneers. Out will go Thomas. That foul, by the way, went on Bilton, and that is his third for the Pioneers. Bilton with 3. He's still in. And Clark on the bench with 3. Neal misses. Hughes gets the rebound out to Neal. Misses a 3. Hughes gets it again. Hughes underneath, goes up, and he's fouled.
There you go.
Justin Hughes getting in there and getting aggressive, making it happen. And he's going to get to go to the line for 2 shots.
And that is something you didn't see yesterday. He would get that ball and pass it right back out, not even look at the basket. I love to see the aggression today.
As Hughes, really, in a way, the X factor on this team, as he's the sophomore, is also a good defender. Misses the first. He's going to have one more coming in. As Cooper Overton, the big man, the 6'5" player, checks back in for the Pioneers. And out goes Hardcorn. Coach Steiner wanting to adjust something there. That foul goes on Marks, his first, by the way. And that is the team's. All right, he's going to hit the second. He's going to hit the second is Hughes. He has 8 right now as it's inbounded to Bilton. Up top, he's guarded by Hughes. 36-33 Tomcats here with 3:20 to go in the third. As Bilton goes around the screen, brings it back to the top of the key, where he's guarded by Hughes, and it's thrown over, deflected and taken away by Owens. Down court, feeds it back, and loses the basketball. Thought he had an open man and threw it away. It's taken the other way. Shot put up and missed by Bilton. Rebound goes to Hughes. He's going to push tempo. Hughes down to Neal on the run against Hardcorn. Misses a gimme. Rebound by Bilton. Ashland has got to work as a team on finishing.
Yep.
36-33, Ashland up, 2:46 to go in the third. As Bilton drives inside, feeds it underneath, and it's off of Simon Kenton. We'll go back to the Tomcats, 14th turnover for the Pioneers.
And Tyler, I think that's got to do with a little bit of maturity right here. You know, these are young guys. You know, they're playing with, I'm sure, an older Simon Kenton team. They just got to focus on finishing through contact. Look at that top square when they're letting it go off the hand.
Yeah, Simon Kenton with 2-3 as that's turned back over. It's 11th Tomcat turnover, taken inside. Neal takes it back away. And he's going to run. Neal inside, out to Smith for 3. Missed it. Rebound to Neal. He fakes it to Conway and goes up and scores.
He faked me out right there too, Tyler.
Ashland with a 5-point lead. 2:14 to go in the third. Bilton running the point. And it's hard to forget sometimes how young this Ashland team is. You have a freshman and a sophomore playing. Simon Kenton, 3 juniors, a freshman and a senior. Bilton drives in and puts it up, misses a gimme. Rebound by Conway. Caleb Conway, some physical play. Neal drives it inside, fakes the pass to Owens and lays it in. It's a 7-point lead for the Tomcats, their biggest of the game.
And Elijah Neal's hurt.
Neal goes down. Neal favoring that ankle a bit. Ashland leading 40-33 in the third. It's a 30-second timeout by Simon Kenton. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
We're back here on My Town TV as Ashland leads 40-33, 1:49 to go in the third quarter. Elijah Neal coming out of the game. He's just, that ankle, he's running hard on it, and I think he's just he's getting treated on the sideline. Trainer Caitlin Gale. Actually, no, it's his back. And I know he had a back injury this summer as she's treating his lower back right now. And Ashland will come back out of the timeout. It's going to be on the court. Jalen Strader in at the point guard position. It's Strader, Smith, Conway, Owens, and Hughes for the Tomcats. Clark still on the bench with 3 fouls. For Simon Kenton, it's going to be Overton, Scobie. That's going to be Liam Heger back in the game. Lyndon Schmidt and Thomas. So 2 of the 5 starters out on the court for the Pioneers as they're going to inbound. Ashland pressing hard. It's thrown, nearly taken away by Smith, but Heger hangs on, gives it to Thomas, and he'll bring it up against Elijah Owens. 40-33 Ashland, 1:41 to go here in the third. As Thomas on the near wing, drives it inside against Strader, goes up. Hughes might have gotten a piece of that, and it's missed. Hughes gets the rebound. Strader on the run. Down court to Conway, over to Owens, back to Hughes, over to Strader. Takes the three, back out to Hughes. And it's deflected out, or no. That's going to go. That'll go back to Simon Kenton, 11th Tomcat turnover, as Lyndon Schmidt will inbound. He's guarded by Hughes. Ashland that man-to-man, tough spot to inbound from right in front of us at the scorer's table, and he gets it into Thomas. 40-33 Ashland, 1:18 to go in the third. They switch Strader on Thomas. He's going to go around, drive against Strader, into the lane. He's cut off by Conway, and they give it out to Lyndon Schmidt on the far corner. He's going to bring it back up to the wing against Hughes, and back up top where he's guarded by Conway. They're switching. Lyndon Schmidt over to Heger, as Heger drives against Owens, and over to Lyndon Schmidt, and to the far wing to Thomas. They're going to switch Hughes on Thomas. He goes, takes the mid-range jumper, misses. Rebound by Smith. Under a minute to go in the third. 45 seconds. Smith to midcourt to Strader. He's going to drive up, take the three, and off. Rebound by Overton. 40-33 Ashland. Simon Kenton may hold for the last shot. 35 seconds to go. As Lyndon Schmidt back to Hegan.
Very low-scoring game right here.
Yeah, definitely into Simon Kenton's favor. Owens deflects it back to Scobie and over to Heger. His three, good. Liam Heger, his 7th three of the year. He's hit 6 of 15 on the year, and it's now 40-36 with 11 seconds to go in the third. Strader, the 2-2-1 extended. Over to Owens, back at 5 to Smith. His three missed. Rebound tipped up, over to Smith. He spins, takes the jumper at the buzzer, and got it! Drew Smith at the buzzer from the elbow, got it to go. They way to stick with it. He tipped the rebound up to Hughes. Hughes got it back to Smith. He took a turnaround jumper at the buzzer. It's 42-36 Ashland going into the fourth. We're going to be back here on 97.9 The River.
When the game is on the line, you need reliability and your trusted Toyota dealer. Drive home a winner with Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or online at toyotaofashland.com.
Here's another Kendrick Communications Community Chatter. The Home Energy Assistance Program is open for applications for 2025-26. HEAP can help eligible Ohioans manage their heating bills. You can find applications at your local community action agency or call 1-800-582-7277.
This Kendrick Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Buddy's All-American Barbecue, the home of killer wings, great barbecue, ice-cold beer in Huntington and Milton. Check out WVBBQ.com.
Drive home a winner all season long with your trusted Toyota dealer, Toyota of Ashland. Visit them at 3503 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, Kentucky. Give them a call at 606-744-2727 or visit them at toyotaofashland.com. They look forward to seeing you soon.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
We're back. It's 42-36. Ashland in the lead to start the fourth quarter. Simon Kenton coming out. That's going to be Lyndon Schmidt, Overton. That's going to be Heger, Scobie, and Thomas coming out. Or no, not Thomas. That's going to be Marks coming out for the Pioneers. For the Tomcats, it's going to be Neal's coming back out again. So Neal with his lower back bothering him in the third, coming back in. And a good couple minutes from Jalen Strader there, by the way. It's Neal, Smith, Hughes, Clark, and Owens, the original starters. Be aware, Clark has 3 fouls, and Bilton, one of the leading scorer for Simon Kenton, on the bench with 3 fouls right now. As Owens drives inside, gives it to Clark, loses the handle, gives it out to Neal. He's going to drive inside, get cut off. Out to Smith on the three-point line. He's cut off, and he gives it over to Owens. Back up top to Smith at the A. Over to Neal. At the far wing, Neal drives, fakes the shot, gives it out to Hughes. His three, got it! Justin Hughes, his 5th three-pointer of the year.
You love to see that go in, Tyler. I said it at the beginning of the game. If this guy can get hot, he is a difference maker on the court, and he's showing that right now.
45-36 Ashland. Ball comes out, and Heger travels. He sure did. 16 turnovers for the Pioneers. 45-36 Tomcats. 7:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Hughes with 11 right now. He's a 30% three-point shooter. Took that one confidently, got it to go. As Neal over to Smith. Back to Neal, 2-2-1 half-court trap from Simon Kenton. Back to Smith to the corner to Owens. His three. In and out. Rebound by Neal and trips it up and in. Elijah Neal with 17. And Ashland with their largest lead of the game at 47-36. 6:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. That's Marks against Smith. They switch Owens on him. He gives it over to Lyndon Schmidt and back to Heger. His three up and good. He has two of them. It's 47-39 Ashland. Neal coast to coast. Inside, picks up his dribble, throws it back out to Owens. Smith near the A, backs it up. And they'll reset the offense. Neal back to Smith. He's going to take the three and connects from 25 feet out.
And he'll shoot it from the parking lot, Tyler. And 90% of the time, it's going to go in. So I like it when that kid's got the ball in his hand.
30-second timeout. I'd say 80% of his threes are from 25 feet out.
Yeah.
As now the Tomcats up 50-39. We're going to take a break and come back on 97.9 The River.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
Ashland ahead 50-39 with 6:22 to go in the ball game. Drew Smith, who hit his second three of the game, he has 9. And we're back here. Want to shout out Janie Moyer and the women's wrestling team at Ashland. They finished first place in their tournament. They are just winning left and right this year. Congratulations to Coach Moyer and the wrestling team. Won the first ever AIT here as Heger inbounds, and that's going to be Marks bringing it up against the full court pressure from Ashland. Marks guarded by Smith. Gives it over to Scobie in the corner. Tight defense from Neal.
Yep.
And you want to do that. He has 5 threes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And back to Heger. Neal and got caught reaching in. That's going to be a foul against the Tomcats. The team first. Neal's first. Ashland up 50-39 with 6:05 to go in the fourth quarter. Bilton to inbounds. And he gets it to Heger near the midcourt stripe. And over to Bilton. Bilton guarded by Smith and will direct traffic. Bilton back in the game with 3 fouls. Screen from Scobie. Bilton goes around. He's guarded by Neal. And they're Ashland really denying the basketball to the other players. Bilton driving inside. Bilton against Neal. Goes up. Tough shot. Gets it to go. Gets fouled. Nilton, a big physical player, about 6'3", drove in and has a great wingspan. He's going to get to go to the line for one more. Neal with his second foul and the team's second.
And those are 2 quick ones, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Not much you could do after that drive, though, that he just had. I mean, Neal had his hands up. It was just body contact right there, so that was a rough one.
Yeah, he's a strong player as Bilton goes up, misses the shot, and tipped back. Bilton gets the rebound. Second missed free throw for Simon Kenton. It's 50-41, though, and they have the basketball. As Bilton against Neal, they're going to switch Smith on him. And over to Hardcorn. And back to Lindenschmidt, who's checked back in on the far wing. Lindenschmidt against Hughes as he's going to bring it back up top. And he's looking. They switch Owens on him and gives it over to Scobie. And back to Marks, and he turns it over. Owens gets a steal as Neal, the other way, drives it in. Back to Smith from the corner for 3. Off. Rebound underneath. Hughes goes up. Yes, sir! Hughes with 13.
He must have been reading my mind yesterday after that game. I'm so happy that kid's putting those shots back up. He's the most athletic on the court wherever he's going to go. So I just love to see it out of this kid.
Yeah, Hughes with 13 now, averages 7 a game. Bilton drives inside, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Braylon Bilton with 10. He averages 18 a game, as now Neal will bring it up against the 2-2-1 half-court trap. Smith, cross-court to Neal, back over to Smith. down to Owens. Near corner, far corner, back up top to Smith and over to Neal. They go to Hughes, and he loses the handle on it, turned over. 12th Tomcat turnover. Tomcats have 12. Simon Kenton has 17.
The zone by Simon Kenton right here, they're so spread out, man. I want to see some flashes in the middle. Get the ball on the elbow and let Caleb Clark go to work or something like that.
Yeah, Clark, who has 5 right now, averages 20 a game. As Marks goes up, and he'll take it against Hughes, bring it back out to the far corner, drive inside, feed it underneath, wide open is hard corner, and he lays it up for his second bucket. Now it's 52-45 Ashland. Their biggest lead's been 11. Smith down to Hughes. He's going to drive it inside, give it out to Smith, who'll bring it back up. And over to Neal, cross court, back to Smith, back over to Neal. They play pitch and catch up top, back to Smith, back to Neal. Ashland up 7 with 3:37 remaining in this one. Back to Smith. And he'll take it, give it back over to Neal. And to Clark. Clark bounce passes it to Neal. He drives Neal inside, feeds it out to Smith in the corner for 3, and it's off. Rebound by Scobie.
Ashland executed that perfectly except for the make. I mean, they were running time off the clock and got their best three-point shooter the ball.
As Bilton drives, misses the shot, rebound by Clark, and Neal will attack and get fouled. That'll be the first team foul for Simon Kenton this quarter, as that's going to go against Thomas. That's going to be his 3rd.
And you can tell Drew Smith is sucking a little wind right here. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, he was over there in the trash can halfway through the game with an upset stomach.
Yeah, Drew was really battling yesterday. And actually, I stand corrected on that. That's going to go against Scobie, his 2nd. 52-45 Ashland, 3 minutes to go. Neal with the basketball, drives, throws it out to Hughes in the far corner. Back up to Smith. Going back up to Smith. And over to Neal. Neal attacks, feeds it underneath to a cutting. Clark lays it up, missed it. Rebound goes to Thomas. He's going to go against Smith, gets it stripped out, but picks it up, gives it back to Lindenschmidt. His 3, way off, rebound by Clark.
Bad shot.
Forced it a little bit there. 2:33 to go in the game. Ashland 52-45 over Simon Kenton. Smith and throws it back, throws it away at midcourt, and that's going to be Marks taking it in. It's stripped out by Smith, and it's going to stay with the Pioneers, trailing by 7 with 2:23 to go. Bilton getting ready to check back in. Nobody with 4 fouls right now. Bilton and Clark each have 3 for their respective teams. Caleb Clark with 3, Bilton for Simon Kenton with 3. And then the possession arrow right now is Simon Kenton, as it's going to be inbounded up top to Lindenschmidt and over to Marks. He's looking to get it in, not there. Back to Scobie for his 3, and a moving screen called on hard corn.
Thank goodness, because he hit that shot.
Yeah, that would have been the 6-3 for Scobie.
Put it to a 4-point game right here. It's a whole different ball game, that 3 right there. Glad he got called on that.
Yeah, 18th turnover for Simon Kenton, as now Smith over to Neal against the press. Down court to Hughes on the far wing. He drives it inside, kicks it back out to Smith near midcourt, and over to Neal. Neal over to Hughes, and the elbow inside to Clark. Reverse lay-in, good. Caleb Clark with 9. 54-45, Tomcats ahead with 1:55 remaining. As Bilton has it against Smith. And over to Thomas. Thomas guarded by Owens. And over to Bilton. Bilton drives it in to Neal. He gets it, scoop pass down to Owens, lays it up and in. Elijah Owens with 8, 56-45 Ashland. And a substitution. Timeout. Simon Kenton will call a timeout. And it's going to be a 30. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
Tomcats leading 56-45, 1:36 to go in this one as Simon Kenton calls a timeout, a 4-0 run by the Tomcats. And they are out of timeouts. I think it's good having Jason Clark here on stats, and what a job he's done. He has done every game in this tournament. I mean, he is getting after it.
And you know what I like to see, if you're an Ashland fan right here? Simon Kenton extending that half-court 2-2-1 to a full-court 2-2-1. Now, what that does for Ashland, that gives them that much more spaces and gaps to get into. And with these talented guards, that's going to be the case, and that's how Ashland's going to win the rest of this game.
Very good point as Bilton has it, drives it inside. Bilton goes up, misses a shot. Rebound by Neal. He goes over to Smith. Brings it down court. Smith over to Neal. Neal attacking the press, and he's fouled with 19 remaining. And that's going to be Bilton.
Fans aren't too happy about this.
Bilton picks up his fourth foul. As that's going to be Neal throwing it underneath the lob to Clark, and he gets it to go. Neal lobbed it from nearly midcourt out of bounds to Caleb Clark, and he tipped it in. Ashland at their biggest lead, 58-45. 1:07 to go here in the second half. It's thrown inside to Marks on the cut. He gets his 8th bucket. Good cut by Marks. As Owens lobs it to Hughes at midcourt. He's going to pick it up, and we nearly get some basketball action as we nearly get hit with it. Asher and Jason I got hit with it.
It's a reflex right there.
Yeah.
It's required.
Yeah. Jason, who ran 7 miles today. Asher, who plays college football, so both with the good reflexes. Hughes to inbound it right in front of us as Ashland leads 58-47. 56 seconds remaining in this one. Neal will walk it up, and he'll be met by Simon Kenton in more of a man look as it's taken inside. Neal misses the shot as Forrest Hughes and Billy Dennis are in for the Pioneers, as is Landon Smith, the junior. And Heger is back in, and it's handled up top by Hughes. He's going to give it over to Heger. He steps back once the three not there, up top to Smith. Ashland up 58-47, 30 seconds to go. Heger guarded by Clark. Screen set up top. Heger sets back, and he's looking.
What is Simon Kenton doing right here? They need a shot.
Yeah.
They're dribbling and passing around. There's 15 seconds left in the game.
I think they took out the key players as they go inside to Smith. He's going to get the bucket. Landon Smith, the junior, his first bucket. 58-49 and under 10 seconds to go. Elijah Neal's going to walk it up. And that's going to do it for this one. The Tomcats will place third in the AIT. They win 58-49 over the Pioneers from the Simon Kenton. And again, it's been a long time since Ashland has beat Simon Kenton in basketball. They've played a number of times over the years, but Ashland just unable to pick up the win. Their last win came on December 22nd of 2010, 57-45. The 2011 Tomcats, that probably the best team under Buddy Biggs, got to the regional championship game that year, lost to state finalist Rowan. We're going to take a break and come back. Ashland winning 58-49 over Simon Kenton. We'll be back here on 97.9 The River.
Here's another Kinder Communications Community Chatter. You have a voice when it comes to your long-term care. An ombudsman advocates on your behalf for issues related to health, safety, welfare, and residents' rights wherever you receive long-term care services. Contact your local ombudsman at the Area Agency on Aging District 7 for confidential assistance at 800-582-7277.
This Kinder Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Papa John's Gallipolis, serving Gallipolis and Point Pleasant on 740-578-3060.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Catch all the action of Ashland Tomcats basketball all season long on your radio home for the Tomcats 97.9 The River. The River has you covered for each and every Tomcats basketball game, both home and away, as the Tomcats look to bring home another championship. Download the app today or listen online at 979theriver.com. Ashland Tomcats basketball on 97.9 The River is sponsored by Kentucky Farmers Bank, McLeod's Body Shop, and Community Trust Bank. Ashland Tomcats basketball from Kindred Communications.
Ashland Tomcat basketball action on 97.9 The River.
58-49, your final score. Ashland defeats Simon Kenton to finish third in the Ashland Invitational Tournament, as Will Scobie finishes with 15 for the Simon Kenton, and a special congratulations to him being named to the All-Ashland Invitational Tournament team. Eddie Marks finished with 8. Leading scorer Braylon Bilton for the Pioneers was held to 10. He averages 19 a game almost. Noah Hardcorn had 4. Heger finished with 2 threes and 6 points. Landon Smith had a bucket, and Overton had a bucket in the first half. The Pioneers had 18 turnovers compared to 12 for the Tomcats and went 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Ashland would go 7 of 12 for 58%. Meanwhile, for the Tomcats, Neal would finish the day with 15, including 2 threes. Smith had 9. Hughes had 13, and a great game from him, Justin Hughes. Clark had 11. Owens had 8. The Tomcats getting it done on that end. We're going to have Coach Bonner on shortly as Asher Adkins on with me tonight. As Asher did your first time broadcasting, you got it done, my man.
Yes, sir. I loved it. I love basketball. I love Ashland. So I would also like to mention Dickie Martin.
Yes.
He's inspired me, and he'll go down as an Ashland great. So
agreed.
Absolutely.
Special man, and
absolutely.
We want to thank you all for tuning in. We're going to have Ryan Bonner on here shortly on 97.9 The River.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Mark Porter Chevy and GMC in Ashland. Home of the Car Ferry, online at markporterautogroup.com. Baum Lumber, your place for quality roof trusses, building materials, hot spring spas, lawn equipment, and more. Visit baumlumber.com. Go Mark. Go for good times. Go for Go Mark.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
Here's another Kendrick Communications Community Chatter. The Home Energy Assistance Program is open for applications for 2025-26. HEAT can help eligible Ohioans manage their heating bills. You can find applications at your local community action agency or call 1-800-582-7277.
This Kenton Communications Community Chatter brought to you by Buddy's All-American Barbecue, the home of killer wings, great barbecue, ice-cold beer in Huntington and Milton. Check out WVBBQ.com.
Roosters presents Bowl Mania. Kendrick Communications and Roosters have joined forces to bring you nearly 40 bowl games, from the opening kickoffs to the massive New Year's showdowns and the College Football Playoff National Championship. We're bringing you every heart-pounding moment. Listen to the full slate of action on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930 and Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. It's time to go bowling. Bowl Mania is an exclusive presentation of Kendrick Communications Sports, presented by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Giovanni's has great Italian dishes. Spaghetti with meat sauce, lasagna, ravioli, manicotti, and baked lasagna. Giovanni's has the best sandwiches around, from the stromboli, Italian sub, calzones, and their signature Big Red. All dinners will be served with hot garlic bread or Italian rolls. Giovanni's Pizza, fresh, hot, and tasty. Have it delivered right to your door. Giovanni's, the Italian place to be.
Here's another Kendrick Communications community chatter. True Alta is an online portal designed just for family caregivers, providing caregiver information, videos, tip sheets, music therapy, webinars, and much more 24/7. Sign up today for this free and beneficial resource for caregivers by going to aaa7.truealta.com.
This Kendrick Communications community chatter brought to you by GoMart. Go for good times. Go for GoMart. Head to the App Store and get the app for GoMart.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
Catch all the action of Ashland Tomcats basketball all season long on your radio home for the Tomcats 97.9 The River. The River has you covered for each and every Tomcats basketball game, both home and away, as the Tomcats look to bring home another championship. Download the app today or listen online at 979theriver.com. Ashland Tomcats basketball on 97.9 The River is sponsored by Kentucky Farmers Bank, McLeod's Body Shop, and Community Trust Bank. Ashland Tomcats basketball from Kindred Communications.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Here's another Kendrick Communications community chatter. The Home Energy Assistance Program is open for applications for 2025-26. HEAP can help eligible Ohioans manage their heating bills. You can find applications at your local community action agency or call 1-800-582-7277.
This Kendrick Communications community chatter brought to you by Buddy's All-American Barbecue, the home of killer wings, great barbecue, ice-cold beer in Huntington and Milton. Check out WVBBQ.com.
Roosters presents Bowl Mania. Kendrick Communications and Roosters have joined forces to bring you nearly 40 bowl games, from the opening kickoffs to the massive New Year's showdowns and the College Football Playoff National Championship. We're bringing you every heart-pounding moment. Listen to the full slate of action on ESPN 94.1 and AM 930 and Cat Sports 93.3 and 1340. It's time to go bowling. Bowl Mania is an exclusive presentation of Kendrick Communications Sports, presented by Roosters, a fun casual joint.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland.
New year, new menu at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe. Start the year fresh with our brand new Bowls of Fun. Big flavor, lighter options, and fresh ingredients. Try the Honey Harissa Chicken Bowl with mixed greens, roasted corn, avocado with whipped jalapeno feta, or the Euro Chicken Bowl with tzatziki, red pepper hummus, and classic Mediterranean flavors. Seafood fans will love the Sesame Glazed Salmon Bowl with Brussels sprouts and citrus ginger dressing. Fresh ingredients, big flavor. New year, new menu at the Marshall Hall of Fame Cafe.
Our Kendrick Communications family of stations reminds you of the need for blood donations to the Red Cross. Blood is always needed. It may save your life or the life of a loved one. This reminder is brought to you in part by
Mark Porter Chevy and GMC in Ashland. Home of the Car Ferry, online at markporterautogroup.com. Baum Lumber, your place for quality roof trusses, building materials, hot spring spas, lawn equipment, and more. Visit baumlumber.com. Go Mark. Go for good times. Go for Go Mark.
Life. What is life? Life is a collection of moments. Moments that stay with you a lifetime. Make those memories and moments happen at CF Rushline Jewelers with our complete line of Gabriel & Company diamond rings, engagement rings, and wedding bands. CF Rushline Jewelers is your place to make those life moments happen. Visit CF Rushline Jewelers at 947 3rd Avenue in Huntington, across from Pullman Square, or visit online at cfrjewelers.com.
At Members Choice Credit Union, we believe your money should give you choices. That's why we've created My Choice accounts. Checking, cashback, and savings designed to match the way you live. Whether you're focused on building savings, managing your day-to-day spending, or planning ahead for the future, My Choice gives you the flexibility to do it your way. Take control and make choices that fits you best. Members Choice Credit Union, your money, your future, your choice. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Primary Plus is invested in your health and invested in the health of our communities. With over 14 primary care locations throughout our network, including locations in Ashland, Grayson, South Shore, Vanceburg, and Moorhead, we are more than just a healthcare provider. We are a doctor in the family, caring for every stage of life, including pediatrics, women's health, primary care, mental health, and on-site pharmacies that are open with affordable pricing and exceptional service. Primary Plus is always welcoming new patients. Visit primaryplus.net to learn more about our mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care.
Looking for a secure savings account? Come to Desco Federal Credit Union and explore our latest offers. With great rates and top-of-the-line personnel, Desco insures your money for at least $1 million. Relax and put your money where you know it's safe and growing. Desco Federal Credit Union is located at 1211 Carter Avenue and other locations in Ohio and West Virginia. Stop in or go online. An account at Desco is just what you need. DescoFCU.org.
Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, located at 230 16th Street in Ashland, is a great place to go for scrumptious home-style cooking and a friendly family atmosphere. Choose from a menu featuring yummy breakfast, tasty soups, salads, sandwiches, and entrees, and don't miss their mouth-watering daily specials. Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen's open Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., closed on Sunday. Come on down and enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal at Uncle Paul and Missy's Country Kitchen, 230 16th Street in Ashland. Here's another Kendrick Communications community chatter. You have a voice when it comes to your long-term care. An ombudsman advocates on your behalf for issues related to health, safety, welfare, and residents' rights wherever you receive long-term care services. Contact your local ombudsman at the Area Agency on Aging District 7 for confidential assistance at 800-582-7277.
This Kendrick Communications community chatter brought to you by Papa John's Gal Police, serving Gal Police in Point Pleasant on 740-579
718-3060.
Tired of seeing those dings, dents, and scratches on your car? Then you need to see McLeod's Body Shop, your trusted partner for all things auto repair and restoration for 45 years. At McLeod's Body Shop, they're not just in the business of fixing cars, they're in the business of turning heads. Their team of skilled technicians are dedicated to bringing your vehicle back to its prime, no matter the make or model. From minor touch-ups to major overhauls, McLeod's Body Shop has you covered. McLeod's Body Shop says, go Tomcats.
The Tomcats play here. 97.9 The River.
And we're back as Ashland picks up a 58-49 win over Simon Kenton, will place third in the Ashland Invitational Tournament. I am with Ashland Tomcat head coach Ryan Bonner. And Coach, it's good to see you here. Ashland improving to 8-2, and talk about with the game what you saw that you liked tonight.
I thought that we third game in 3 days. It's not going to be pretty. You got to find a way to win one ugly. And quite frankly, if you're lucky enough to get to Rupp Arena, it's exactly how you got to win those games. And I think for me and for our team and our program, it starts and ends with our half-court defense. And I thought we really took pride in being as disruptive as we possibly could on the defensive end. We had 7 kills for the game, and we had 20-plus deflections. So that tells me that we were really playing with effort on the defensive end. I can always look at our deflection chart, and that tells me immediately if we're really playing with effort or not. And, so I was really pleased with our effort. And, I think Justin Hughes found his role on our basketball team tonight. I really do. His effort on the defensive end and his effort on the defensive and the offensive glass was huge for us. And on top of that, he nailed a big-time corner 3 late in that game. And, I really, truly feel like Justin is our X factor. We're going to need him to do those little things for us in order to be successful. So I was just really, really proud of him personally. But it was on a night where our shots weren't really falling like they normally do. But we just kept battling and kept chipping away against a really good, well-coached team. And if people aren't careful up in the 8th region, they could sneak up on somebody very easily. So I was really proud of our guys for their effort on both ends of the floor. Good luck, Coach.
Yeah, and Coach, talking about Bilton for them, number 55, not an easy guy to stop. He's 6'3". He has so much wingspan. He gets into that lane, and he's so strong and hard when he gets that train of steam. And he has 18 and a half a game. He had 10 tonight.
Yeah, we did a good job on him, and we really tried to eliminate his catches as often as we could. We did a really good job at times. I thought we could have been a little bit better, especially in the second quarter, keeping the ball defensively to one side of the floor, not allowing them to reverse it. Their offense is predicated on getting the ball from one side to the other, setting ball screens. And so we did a good job of making sure that we were making it tough for him to catch. And, point blank, I just thought our guys took pride on that end. And when we do that, we're fun to watch. Whether our shots are going in or not, we're fun to watch because I've said this a million times, I think this group has a foundation of playing with extreme effort. And I like that, and that's fun to be around as a basketball coach.
And then Elijah Neal tonight. I mean, he's playing on an ankle. It looks like it started to bother him a little bit in the third. I mean, he gets, I haven't seen the official numbers, but he may have had a double-double on rebounds, close to it.
We have guys that sell out. Drew Smith is a guy that's, he undersized but still able to stick his nose in there and help us on the glass. Elijah Neal is just tough. He just out-toughs people for rebounds. And I love it when he's able to get a defensive rebound for us because we don't have to worry about outletting it to him now. He can just go, and our fast break is set. So always great when he can help us on the glass. But Elijah Neal helps us in every statistical category there is, whether that's scoring, assists, rebounds, steals, deflections, loose balls. He does it all, and I was really proud of his effort. And just all our guys, they just play really hard, man. Like I said, it's fun to watch, and it's inspiring to watch as a coach when they play that hard.
And then next up, you're going to have a few days off, as of course the bank will be open on. Good to see David here. But the bank open with the inside joke. But the game coming up Saturday will be we'll have it on the 3rd. It'll be George Washington, and a good team. They're always tough. They're well coached, and they play somewhat of a similar style ball to Simon Kenton.
Yes, they do, and they're very physical. And they've got one of the best big men that we'll see all year, Noah Lewis, who's going to Wright State. And their coach Rick Green, I think he's been here every day at AIT, watching us and scouting us, so I know he'll be prepared. So we'll give our guys a couple of days off and let them refresh their bodies and their minds. But our coaching staff certainly will not be taking any days off. We'll first and foremost, as a staff, go back and watch this tournament. And then come together and meet on some things that we really need to focus on the 3 days of practice leading up to George Washington. But for me, honestly, I'm very defensive minded. It's just kind of how I'm wired. But I think the first thing that needs to be addressed is our half court offense. We got to get better there, especially in tight possession games. But yeah, as a staff, we'll really grind it out these next couple of days, and as we give our guys some time to rest and recover.
Yeah, nicely said. Well, Coach, we appreciate having you on, and we're going to see if we have anybody.
Yes, we do. Where is he?
Or Justin, or watch somebody. Oh, there he is. There he is. We're going to get Justin Hughes on here. We'll have Justin Hughes, who finished the game with 13 points, and congratulations and thank you to Coach Ryan Bonner. 8-2 the Tomcats are now. As putting on the headset, we have Ashland Tomcats basketball player Justin Hughes. And Justin, it's good to have you on, man. 13 points tonight. Talk about that effort and just what changed tonight. You look like a different player on the court, made some huge plays.
I really just want to be aggressive to start off the game and crashing offensive boards, getting rebounds, going back up, basically getting to the line, and
And talk about coming into this game, Simon Kenton, of course, a good basketball team. They've been in here before for the AIT. They guard well, they're disciplined, and just talk about what you were looking to do on the on the offensive side on the strategy against them.
Really just finding windows to get open, find easy cuts to the rim, layups, and then once again offensive rebounding.
And then you hit that three from the corner. It felt like that was a tide turning moment in the fourth quarter. About that, talk about that, and because you guys went on a run, Neal got hurt and went out for a little bit. Strader came in, and for a while it was the two freshmen, Strader and Lynch, on the court. Of course, you as a sophomore, and your teammate Owens also a freshman. So a young lineup out there. Yeah, you guys attacked. And talk about that, the third quarter, that big run you went on.
I think the three was momentum swing for sure, but really just we started playing together, moving the ball, cutting, getting open, getting easy baskets, and getting stops on defense. It just transfers over momentum.
Yeah, and any shout-outs you'd like to give? Any shout-outs you like to give, brother? Say hello. Okay. Well, Justin, we really appreciate you coming on, and we want to say thank you, man. You've been, you had a heck of a year in football, made a great transition to wide receiver, and tonight we're going to continue to build off that, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
That's right. We're going to make it happen. Well, first off, we hope you have a very happy new year. And I want to say thank you all for tuning in and watching the Ashland Invitational. Justin Hughes with the belt is given to the team that has the player that finishes with the strong performance, as As right now, Jefferson Town and Kenton and Henry Clay are playing for the championship. We're going to take a call for tonight, though. We want to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Lowell Austin on switchboard. I want to say thank you, God bless, good night, and a very happy new year to you and your family.